Oh god, the googly eyes are back. Yeah. Ooh. Yeah, we are back with another Sky Factory 3. And stuff has been changing. I've been doing quite a bit of work off camera. Just to try and sort of make a reasonable amount of progress. And oh, we have a victim in the spawner. We have Mr. Skelly. Hi, Mr. Skelly. Let's just get rid of you. Probably for some of these, I probably should just use an axe really, but you know, never mind. Did we do any loot? We did. There we go. We've got some bones. Grab the bones. We'll have all the bones. All the bones. And I've set up just a little, a small storage crate here. And this is what we've picked up so far. So it's not spawning at massively fast rates. But it is still spawning nonetheless. So we are getting there. That looks a bit odd. Is that a bit of a lighting glitch there? Yeah, I'm guessing it must be. But yeah, it is spawning, and that is the main thing. Now you can probably see we have a little setup over here, and I will show you that in a bit more detail in a sec. But we have a little area also set up here, which is going to be the main part of today's episode. But let's go have a look down in our field. You probably remember in the last episode we started to try to breed our redstone chickens. Obviously you can see that's been a success because we do have that chap over there. Yeah, we have been busy breeding sand chickens and red chickens, and we have managed to actually get ourselves a few. Yeah, so we had to breed them quite a lot, but we've got quite a few redstone chickens now. We've got quite a few red chickens and quite a few sand chickens, so it means we've got a fairly good source of, well, red dye, sand, chicken manure and a redstone, which is pretty cool. So I was thinking I wanted to try and set up some kind of sort of farm where we can just let these sort of tick along quite nicely, where we're not having to keep kind of having to dash off sort of round about the place and keep picking up all sorts of stuff like this. Let's first put these eggs into here. I filled up one thing. The chicken manure I've also discovered as well is a really good way of composting down to make dirt. You actually only need 7 chicken manure to make dirt, which is cool. So I was collecting a lot of chicken manure for that field over there. But yeah, all good in that respect. We've also planted some carrots, which means that we could start spawning some pigs if we wanted to. We have our auto sieve set up. Obviously we've got our sag mill, which has been busy. I'm just using lots of dark oak just as the fuel, and we also have our alloy smelter as well. And I set the alloy smelter up because we had another death. Yeah, for whatever reason I was trying to put in some hoppers to start collecting the drops from here, and I was here and I was chopping away here, and I just kind of had my finger lightly resting on my W key, and I must have pressed it a tiny little bit and walked myself off the edge. So yeah, so down, I think you probably see it better from this side, but there is another death island, just kind of, yeah, there. So we've got one kind of under here somewhere, and we've got one over there. So I actually made myself from the jetpacks mod, conductive iron jetpack, which I thought, great, this is cool, we can charge stuff. Thinking there'll be some kind of like back box or charging station. I'll just check actually. So that's a battery, energy battery. See, I don't know whether we can actually use those or not. But what I was wondering was, it's these things here, these single batteries. So this is not charging other items in inventory. So I don't know whether that would actually work or not, in the same way as like the flux capacitors do. But yeah, but for that obviously we need redstone crystal, which you know, we could make, but then we've got to get the atomic reconstructor, and we'd also need that to make these, the Nilri crystals. You know, we might get them out of loot bags, but again, it's iron in the atomic reconstructor, so we would end up having to make ourselves this, which in itself really isn't a big deal. We're talking like, well, an iron casing, which is just sticks and iron and the black quartz, which we do have. You know, we've got a fair amount of black quartz from sieving, and I've cooked some of that up to make the actual black quartz crystals themselves. So that in itself, ooh, lots of stuff, including emeralds. Woohoo! You know, that in itself isn't a problem. Ooh, another victim. But of course, that all takes time, and I kind of thought, well, I know what I wanted to do for this episode, so that is what I'm going to do. And that's already disappeared, and we just basically got a bat in here, didn't we? Is that it? Is it just you? Oh well, never mind. Obviously weren't quick enough with that one. Yeah, I already had stuff I wanted to do for this episode, so I thought, well, let's save that, and we'll do that in another one. So what I want to do in this episode is actually set up something for the chickens. I did have this little setup here. You know, that is simply like a hopper running into a chest, and the chicken is kind of caged in, and there's some glass and stuff, and the chicken lays its redstone and lays its chicken manure, and I collect it all. I did try it without the blocks, but it didn't seem to lay anything at all, so I've got a feeling it needs to have some kind of grass area around it, so I put those blocks underneath. But let's be frank, it's in a really dumb place. It's not the most productive. I'm kind of thinking we can do better than that. So we're going to try a couple of things. We've got a hatchery mod, if we can spell it, hatchery, and we need one of these items. We need an animal net in order to collect them. We also have made some of these, the nesting pens, which might be working okay for this, but also as well in the chickens mod, there are lots and lots and lots of different types of chicken that we can eventually either breed or find the eggs for and stuff like that, and we can get a chicken analyzer and things like that. But they also have these, hen houses, which are dead easy to make, and what those do, we're collecting the drops in a 9x9 radius, so that will help us, I think, probably sort of work a bit like a vacuum chest. If we do have them loose running around in that field, then obviously, you know, we've got a way of getting the drops. So I've made so far, I've got 4 of the nesting pens. I kind of figured we've got red chickens, we've got sand chickens, we've got redstone chickens, and we've got normal chickens. And then I've also made 2 of the hen houses, because basically 2, because that's the wheat that I had left over for making the hay bales, or the hay bales I had left over from making the wheat. So these do like a 9x9 square, and this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So this is 12. So I'm kind of thinking if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm kind of thinking if we have 1, say 1 here, and 1, how many is that away? 1, 2, 3 away from there. We'll leave a gap of a couple. We'll go 1, 2, 3, and 1 here. Let's actually try having that facing the right way though, like so. And then I thought we could have the 4 pens there, 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 and there. I really like the textures on that. So we need to get an animal net, and I'm assuming that if you capture it in the animal net and you place it in here, it may stay put. This is what I don't know. So let us make the animal net. which is again really cheap to make, and this is what I quite liked about this. There we go. So the animal net, we're literally looking 3 bits of string and 3 sticks. Those googly eyes are just weird. So let's throw this together very quickly. So that was like 1, 2, 3, like so, and then was it 1, 2, 3, 1 animal net. And let's go. We'll try catching one of the sand chickens first. I'm not overly concerned if I lose one of those, if this doesn't all go to plan. But let's take you. So this kind of works a little bit like the golden lasso or a net. And let's see if we can place them. Excellent. So that does basically just sit there, doesn't it? This is good. This is what I wanted to happen. So what we can in theory do is get 1 of each type of chicken. And if I want to do this quickly, what I should have done is probably make 1 or 2 more of these nets, but then that would be clever. So we'll put you, I want to keep an eye on you, so we'll put you there. We need a red chicken next, so we'll take you. And we'll pop our red chicken there. And then we'll just take one of our normal chickens here. We will do nicely. We can start increasing the number of nesting boxes that we get with all the different types of chicken that we get. So let's have a quick look. Does that do anything? So they drop. Let's have a look. So 1 minute 42 for you to drop. You're due to drop in 3 minutes. And you are due to drop in 2 minutes. Okay. So what I don't know is how this works. Does it just go... Oh. I'm just going to throw these bits down. Does that actually pick them up? Or do we actually have to put... Do we have to actually put the hens in there? Because it's saying... Hen house. Automatically collect items from chickens in a 9x9 radius when provided... Ah! Okay, so we need to actually put a hay bale in here by the looks of things. So why don't we... Hopefully we've got enough wheat here. We've got 57. Okay, we've got manure. We've got plenty of manure in the field. Let's go get ourselves a bunch more manure. Hi! Collecting all the stuffs. Many stuffs. Is that everything? You all finished? Awesome, and we'll grab it from here as well. Need all the manure. And we can go and use this. This basically acts... obviously it's compostable, but it is another form of bone meal. So it is so cheap. So cheap. So we can just sit here. I was using this to get the seeds to breed the chickens. Sort of when I was trying to grow stuff earlier. And hopefully, what's that giving us? That'll give us enough. There we go, that's giving us a hay bale. So we need 2 hay bales. So hopefully this should now work. So do we put the hay bale in here? Yes we do. And we put that hay bale in here. Let's just try again, sort of throwing these bits down. Is that going to pick it up? Doesn't look like it. Okay. So maybe it picks up the... Oh! Wow. Okay. Well, that gave us a red egg. So our redstone chicken's egg. Ooh. Does that mean we need to get... I think we need to get some kind of incubator for these. We've got here sand chickens. Okay, so we've got, if you can see this here, if we actually hover over our redstone chicken here, what are you dropping? Are you about to drop another one? Okay. So how is this working then? How do we see what's going out? So we've got feathers, we've got... Do we just walk up to you? I think we're just gathering stuff, aren't we? Okay. So it's just basically telling us what's in there. So I wonder whether we need some kind of incubator. Let's have a quick look at this. Let's go hatchery. Hen how. Try at hatchery, isn't it? Okay, so we need a chicken feeder. We've got a nesting pen, a nursery monitor, fertilizer sprayer. I wonder, can we build this? I wonder whether we can make these bits. So we need a nursery monitor, so we need iron and slabs. That's easy enough. We've got plenty of that. We need a piston. Need some cobble. We need a block of iron. Right, let's see if we can put some of this together. So we've got you, thank you, and you. What are we missing? We're missing a piston and we're missing one iron. Okay, so we need one more iron, we need another piston. So we need you. Let's make you. And then we can go you, no, you. Excellent. So we've now got a red chicken egg, a normal egg, so maybe we'll go, let's put our hatchery, oh no, that's a slab. Put our chicken feeder, kind of put that in the middle somewhere, so I'm kind of thinking chicken feeder there, our hatchery there. So do we now put our eggs into that? Oh my god. Have we done that right? I don't even know what we're doing. Never mind. Let's get some seeds. maybe we ought to read up on this a bit more rather than just kind of doing things. But we've now just basically killed a load of eggs, but that's fine. It's fine. Okay. What do we got? Normal seeds. We've got 26 left, so we've... Really? Really? Let's take 20. Put those in there. So you've got stuff. You've got stuff. See, what I'm not sure about is what we do with this then. Well, I'm kind of thinking what I will do is start gathering up some of our chickens and let's see if... Oh, well, there we go, there's our first candidate. First two candidates, in fact. Got somebody in here? We'll put you there. And you. And you. If we move all of these guys out of here, is the plan, then maybe stuff will happen. So in theory, this should start picking up all of the stuff that these guys drop. Which will make it a lot easier than having to keep coming and collecting absolutely everything. Every single time. Oh my god, we have so many chickens. Well, I will carry on with this. And once they're all over, I will catch up with you guys in a sec. And we are back, googly eyes and all. So we've already moved over. These are doing their work, so you can see it kind of like it runs sort of a hay bale, sort of like has a, I suppose a usage time on it. But it does mean it is now collecting up lots of the stuff, so we can actually just stick half these bits just into here anyway. I'm a little bit sort of not sure what to use or how to treat these. I'm not sure why those have stacked. This is reminding me a little bit of the bees. I think we're going to need some more hen houses because not all the stuff is being collected, so I think we do need to go and make a few more of those because we do have sort of quite a lot of stuff. We're getting wheat as well by the looks of things. We're kind of gathering all sorts of stuff up as we go here, not just eggs and all those sort of bits. But yeah, I think we need to look at a bit more detail on this. So I'm thinking, yeah, we're definitely going to need more hen houses. We are definitely going to need to have a look into hatchery a bit more, because it kind of looks like it is a little bit like the breeding that you get on bees in the bees mod. That you can actually breed your chickens. There are some that are not breedable, others that are. But trying to find sort of ways that we can get the chickens that we want to get another way of getting some extra resources. So I should have actually left that gunpowder in. That was, so I don't, never mind. Let's just go and put it away. So yeah, so we've got to take this chap has obviously got to come out of there. We'll get him moved over to join the rest. But yeah, hopefully it means that we'll get a steady supply of all of the bits that we need. So we're just going to have to work out. I'm going to put these eggs in here for the moment, because they all seem to be, you see, look, we've got growth 3, gain 2, growth 3, gain 2, strength 3, strength 2, growth, so that's 3, 2, 3, You're 333, 222, 332, 33. Ah, that's why they weren't stacking. And 322. So I think we'll have to use something like this that we tried. I don't know whether we have to hatch them, and we get those chickens, and then hopefully those chickens will breed, and there'll be eggs and all those sorts of things. So I'm kind of thinking that that's how that's going to work. Oh, I can get in and out of here this way, couldn't I? That could be quite handy. That's good to know. But yeah, I think we will do one more thing that we actually wanted to do. And that is I wanted to open some of these loot bags. And I wanted to do it on camera. So I've got a few. I think there's a couple more, I believe. Oh, well, we've opened that one. Couple more. Oh, hello. As it happens. Oh! Have we got our first Enderman? Oh, thank God for that, because I have been desperate to get an Enderman because I can't start the grid power until we have an Ender Pearl. Please drop me an Ender Pearl. Yes! Yes, 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 yes. Yes, 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 yes. Now, I wasn't sure whether we were going to get Enderman. I actually extended the ceiling up on this a bit, just in an effort to try to get some more Enderman. Can we get close enough on this one? Let's put that there, just so we can try and break these blocks. I never did finish that. There we go. Could take these back with us. But yeah, I never did sort of finish getting half the stuff with this because it just kept blowing me. But there we go. We have an Ender Pearl now, which is cool. Excellent. My sort of centre click doesn't work very well on this mouse, sadly, to try and organise my chest. Unless it already thinks it's in order. But yeah, we've got 3 more of those loot bags. So why don't we take those very quickly, just as a final bit to the episode, and get these opened, and let's see what kind of awesome stuff it's going to give us. So we'll stick our bit of cobble. Stick that away. Okay, so let's bring them all down. I know we opened one by accident there, but we'll just pretend we didn't see that. So we have got a yellow banner. Excitement. Oop. We've got apple, mushrooms. Okay, well, I'm not going to complain. Not going to complain. It's apples, it's mushrooms, but mushrooms we haven't got any of at all at the moment. We've got a bean, which I guess we could grow that. We've got some gunpowder, we've got sugar, we've got black quartz, we've got raw pork chops. Okay. We've got a black quartz shovel. Okay, that's got some fairly good attack damage. A slime ball, which we didn't have at all. A smiley cloud. I don't know what we'll do with a smiley cloud. And packing tape. Packing tape is always good for these. We're getting those put away if we need to move them. And then we've got a lead, which is always good. Jungle sapling, more pork chops, and a red banner. Well, aren't we just the lucky ones on that basis? I don't think we've got any pork chops anywhere at all at the moment, have we? So pork chops and sugar and slime balls. Wow. Gunpowder we've got, that's fine, that can go away. Sugar, you'll have to go up there. So I've got all of these things now that I don't actually have homes for. We're going to have to expand our storage yet again by the looks of things. Maybe start something a bit separate. Oh, what do we have up there? Well, sugar, you can go up there. Apples and potatoes, that's cool. Okay, well we've got some fairly useful stuff. I really don't know what this smiley cloud is or what it does, but you know, thank you very much game for that. That is always appreciated. But yeah, there we go, guys. I think what we'll do is we will call it an episode at this point. googly eyes hovering above here. Should I be hovering? I think I must be stood on a fence post or something. I'm not entirely sure, but it looks kind of cool. But for now, guys, thank you all very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and we shall see you in the next one. Take care.